It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. And before I actually get into the show, I want to thank everybody that's been actually supporting me on my show and sending me feedback and all around the world, man. It's really incredible. And I just want to say I thank you guys. So in the House of the Legends, I have somebody that's I met, and she's actually cool, you know. So I bring to you on my show the real Lady London.
Hello.
How you doing, girl? How you feeling?
I feel great.
All right. So just to get guys let you know, she's based out of Philadelphia, and she also said that she's lived right down the street where Will Smith used to live at. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually used to dress Will Smith.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's great.
I used to dress him.
So we're gonna let the viewers know, you know, how long have you been in this game as far as the industry? And how did you actually start?
Actually, my father, um, he played, well, he sings, and he also played the guitar, was his favorite instrument. And he kind of coached me and my brothers into music. You know, I told him, he asked me what I wanted to do for a living. And I told him I wanted to be an FBI agent.
Wow.
And
Of all things, huh?
yeah, and he quickly changed my mind. So he went out, he bought all this musical equipment, brought it
Mhm.
home, and there was drums, which my brother Michael got on, and my other brother danced a lot. And for me, it was the microphone. I
Wow.
heard my voice on the microphone, and then I started writing when I was about 13. But music was always in our home every day when we came home from school and every night. It was
Wow.
played in our living room. Yes, drums, the microphone, which was, me and my father used the microphone a lot.
Wow, it sounded like he wanted y'all to be like the Jackson Five, man. You know, because that's sort of like almost like the story of them, you know, of their origin. And so, how long have you actually been performing? And you know, and first, let's talk about your musical influences. You know, as a artist, who greatly influenced you to actually give you the energy to project.
Aretha Franklin. I love
Okay,
Aretha Franklin. She has been one of my biggest influence in music. I always felt like that song that she sung, Pink Cadillac, that song just, I don't know, it just took off in my brain,
hmm,
and I've been writing. I've been
okay,
writing ever since. Aretha Franklin, definitely. But I've had a lot. Patti LaBelle, a lot of old school people who sing hip hop. I mean, I'm sorry, R&B.
hmm,
Luther Vandross. A lot of old school because my parents were growing up at that time, and that's
right.
what they were playing on the radio. But as far as hip hop, I would have to say Reggie Reg, Crash Crew, one of my favorites of all time,
Hmm.
because he sings and he raps, and that's what I
Right.
do. I
So when
sing,
you actually go ahead. As you were saying,
I sing and I rap, and I
okay.
got a lot of that from Reggie Reg, Crash Crew.
So when you're actually writing and putting it down, what are you actually projecting? Are you talking about life experiences, or are you talking about current events that's actually going around in the world?
I
Or
actually talk about the past, the
mhm,
present, and the future. Cash Money No Limit is definitely about the past. It's
right,
about fashion, and it's about how I did a lot of traveling to make my money,
hmm,
going from different states. I didn't just make money in the city of Philadelphia.
right,
I lived in Atlanta. I lived in Miami, Florida. I lived in North Carolina, and I lived in Philadelphia. And I also lived in King of Prussia, and I made money in all those places.
Okay, cool. So you have a versatility lifestyle as far as making things happen, and that's pretty cool. You don't find too many people like that. They just stay on one gender, and that's it. So let's talk about your clothesline, because you mentioned that you do have one, and I think I think that the viewers should really know about that. So you can actually start, when you do your showcase, at least somebody know that, hey, you're already initiated. So talk about it.
Yes, I have a clothing line. I carry Lady London collection as well as Boss Lady London collection. Dresses, gowns, t-shirts, shorts, sportswear. I'm doing a little bit of everything. I plan to get my hands into everything I can. That's about my line, and it's about and it's mostly, just fashion.
So you mentioned to me about why you call yourself the real Lady London.
Yes.
And I think that the viewers should actually know about that, because that can make you and it can break you. So I think that you should collaborate on that fact about that.
Yes. Well, I'm definitely the real person. If you go on YouTube, you can actually see where it says Lady London in the background on my video. My video is called Cash Money, No Limit. Mm-hmm. So if you was to go on YouTube, you would see the video of me, and then you would see in the background where it says Lady London. Boss is just like saying Miss. So it's like Miss Lady London, just basically saying I'm the boss, but Lady London is my name.
So when you discovered that somebody was actually trying to impersonate you, how did that actually make you feel?
Well, it's kind of terrible, that one Black woman would do that to another Black woman, but you kind of got to expect that in this situation, because the people who, are popular right now in the industry don't want other women in the industry doing music. And so I knew that from the beginning. So that's why I came out with Cash Money, No Limit. I let that be one of the first songs that I came out with.
Okay. So what we're going to do is she also raps, y'all, and she has a couple of tracks out. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to actually take a break, and we're going to listen to one of her tracks by the real Lady London. So stay tuned.
For the love of house,
the dynamic soul sounds of
for the love
DJ
of
Tyrone Lowe. DJ Tyrone Lowe. DJ Tyrone Lowe.
That's nice.
DJ Tyrone Lowe. The dynamic soul sounds of DJ Tyrone Lowe.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Cash money, no limit, cash money. I be rolling from state to state. Money in my pocket, money in the bank, about to get more cake. Cash money, no limit, cash money. I be rolling from state to state. Money in my pocket, money in the bank, about to get more cake. Cash money, no limit, cash money. Yo. It's the Lady London spitter, drinks up to all my hitters and the real money getters. I pour a little bit for the soldiers ain't here and for those that are gameless. Lifestyles of the rich and famous. Some die with a name, some die nameless. I'm switching lanes, I'm on your tits. I've been rapping for years, ain't nothing his side. Look at me now, I got the crown of victorious now. Lady London's in town, bringing a brand new sound. And I'll be up all night, putting in that work. About to bury these hitters 6 feet in the dirt. A material girl, I'm not perfect. The finer things in life, I work hard, I deserve it. I put it on, so I'ma work it. You like my unborn sons, I'm trying to birth it. So go hard or go home, cause I'm singing tonight on the microphone. And I'll be rolling from state to state. Money in my pocket, money in the bank, about to get more cake. Cash money, no limit. Cash money, I'll be rolling from state to state. Money in my pocket, money in the bank, about to get more cake. Cash money, no limit. Cash money. There's a difference. I'm a star. You're starstruck, you walk. I don't walk, I strut. I be looking all stylish like $1,000,000. I be recklessness, lace the necklaces. Match your coats with bands, shirts and vests. Designer scars, lace around my neck. I don't slip and slide. When I strut, I glide. I don't fall down, weeble or wobble. I got more pose than the Miracles next time model. Who's VIP and got front row seats down a fashion week, selling out in boutiques from a line of Paris. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell the truth. Who's the hottest one of them all? It's hot, you know you want it, just so you can flaunt it. So bag it up, put it in a garment bag. I have it looking like a model, straight out of a fashion mag. If you got cash and I got cash, who cares about the price tag? I be rolling from state to state. Money in my pocket, money in the bank, about to get more cake. Cash money, no limit. Cash money, I be rolling from state to state. Money in my pocket, money in the bank, about to get more cake. Cash money, no limit. Cash.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house.
Hey, we're back. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. And we have a guest, and we just heard her track. And the real lady. I'm gonna call you the real lady because you're actually a real lady. You know what I'm saying? But your track displays about initially who you are and what you're all about.
Yeah.
You know, and I like the energy behind it. Who actually produced the track for you?
Kenny Jackson from
Okay.
the group. Oh my God. The group he's in. Oh, I'll tell you later when it comes back.
Okay. You know, and so what made you actually collaborate on actually talking about yourself in that track? Do you figure that everybody had to actually know who you are, and did you really have to project yourself in that way so people could say, well, listen, I am the real Lady London, and this is who I really am. Am I right?
Right. You're right.
Okay. And so do you just rap? Do you sing? Do you have tracks that you actually sung on as far as it being
Well, in that song, I'm actually rapping, I'm
right?
singing, and I'm doing the ad-libs.
Okay.
I don't know
So-
if you know that. So all the skirt, that's me.
Right. Okay.
And the boom in the background, that's me. So I'm the only artist on that whole song. And I'm just showing people, hey, I can carry a note. I can do an entire song by myself. I wrote that song.
Right.
And it isn't about anybody else. It's about my life. I started, well, I don't know if I told you that I had my own performing arts school here in Philadelphia, where I taught modeling, theater, and dance. And I had a stage, and I had about 1,000, at least 1,000 seats in that auditorium, in that stage at 36 and Market Street.
Okay.
That's where it was. And that's what I did. I worked with a lot of kids. I worked with a lot of designers. I worked with a lot of hairstylists and makeup artists. And I also told you that I used to dress Will Smith.
Right.
Happened to live, blocks from me. I
Okay.
grew up across the street from Eve.
Okay.
Her uncles and my brothers were best friends. They were in our refrigerator all the time, and at our
I hear
house. In
that.
fact, I just saw one of her uncles the other day.
Right.
So I'm well connected, and a lot of the people who do music, they live right around the corner from me.
Okay.
So I'm already there. I don't understand why anyone would be trying to pretend on the internet or on Instagram to be me,
Well,
because
you know what?
I'm me.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I think it's nice when somebody want to be like you, because I guess when they grow up, they want to be like you. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, I hope they find their own identity, their own purpose.
I hope they
And
do
stuff.
too. They really need
Um,
help with who they are. But this song pretty much tells you who I am.
right.
I will always present myself as me.
And
So
and the thing about it, the glamorous thing is, it's a whole lot of you because you wear so many hats, and that's incredible. You know, and I see you really going places because I know you're doing things. Which is really cool. Um, if you had to actually tell somebody that's actually trying to follow in your footsteps as far as what you do and how you speculate in your life and the things and the stars that you're really reaching for, what would you actually tell them? What would you actually suggest to them?
I would tell them to listen to the best. I think I listened to the best. I liked a lot of the hip hop artists that's out there. I liked Eve too, and I listened to her music. And she's from my neighborhood, but there's a few stars from my neighborhood.
Hmm.
This is Philadelphia, and we're all right around each other. If I need an engineer, there's one who lives right around the corner from me. So that's what I would say. And I would definitely say pray, because you're going to have enemies. You're going to have people in high places that are going to try to come up against you. But no one, if you're praying and you're honest and you're sincere, God will make sure that you're going to get to where you have to get. Those people are not going to be successful pretending to be someone that they are not. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, get a life. And people have tried to stop my whole Instagram account, my Facebook.
Really? Wow.
They tried to do all of that. Yes, they have. And still, it has not stopped. It hasn't stopped God, because I still have interviews lined up. I still have shows coming through. And anyone who could get on YouTube with a brain can clearly see that I'm the real person, because my video came out. My first video, Vivo took my first video, which is called This Is Every Day. I did something with Johnny Flash.
Okay.
Johnny Flash, yeah, he's from Philadelphia as well.
Hmm.
And now he's one of the lead singers. He has a group that he's in now. So he
Okay.
sings all around as well. Yeah, so hey,
Um,
I am who I am.
so tell the viewers about some of the places that you actually performed at, and let them know where you've been at. So, and like that.
Okay, well, I've done a lot of stuff like in Atlantic City. I did have some more pictures. We weren't able to put them up, but it showed a lot of the stars that I've been with,
Hmm.
in different scenarios. But mostly Atlantic City is where I've been doing a lot of my performing at, which is not too far from here. And
Right.
Philadelphia as well. But I started out when I was 13. I started performing in Philadelphia. I went around to different places and I performed.
Okay. So let's talk about some current events. Anything that you want to leak out to the viewers about some upcoming events or things that you're making preparations for?
Right now, well, I was supposed to go on tour back in 2019, and it was right before it was around the time of the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
So I was unable to go, but my management, which is John Bossman Hall, he's also an entertainer.
Okay.
He performed also in Atlantic City. And he just performed here at the Dell, I believe it was, in September last month. He's my manager. So he's the person who has interviews lined up for me. And I'm working on getting my other credentials and stuff together so that I can go overseas and perform.
Okay. I think you'll be a blast overseas, because United States give you a limited amount of love, but I'm gonna tell you through experience. You go to the UK, it's like the love is like tremendous over there.
They love me over there. They love me.
Any shout outs to anyone that you really want to acknowledge right now? Because they're going to be watching this show, and I think they'll be glad to know that at least you're thinking about them. So,
I want to give a shout out to Eve. If you're listening, call me. Call my manager. Also, I want to give a shout out to Reggie Reg Crash Crew. I have a direct connection with him, so he can always call me too, or I can call him. My management team, Cheryl the Pearl, First Ladies of Hip Hop, Angie Stone, Blondie. I want to give a shout out to those ladies.
Okay.
Because they help pave the way.
Okay. At this present time right now, if you had an artist that you really wanted to actually do a duet with or really do something with, who would that be? I know it's a lot of them, but the first one that comes to your mind, who would that be?
It would be Eve. It would be Eve.
Okay.
We're from the same neighborhood. It would definitely be Eve. And I love her music.
Okay. And Eve is still doing big things as well, hosting, things like that. So, I'm glad that we ran into each other and we connected. And, you can meet a person for the first time, but you never know what kind of doors that has opened for them, and, from me to you, I give you all my blessings, and, somewhere in the future, I want you to come back to the show, and if I'm sitting in that crowd and you get that Grammy and you see me, please let me come up there with you and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's just a joke. It's good to know that you are very influential in what you're doing. Your energy is very high. You have high projection. You have high hopes. And I believe that every artist should actually have that type of projection, and I'm glad that you are on my show. I thank you. Come back again. And everyone, this has been another T-Lo video production. This is my show, The Legends. And my guest today was the real Lady London. The real Lady London. Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much for being on my show. And we're going to hear another. We're going to close the show with another one of her tracks. Stay tuned.
It's not just mine. His or her house. This is our house.
Don't turn around. You ain't really down. Playing the games you do. Someday, everything will be alright. I know that different people make the world go round.
Because of you, my dreams are coming true.
That erases my rainy day.
Right now, I don't care who's watching.
For whatever the reason there might be.
With your love by my side, the world will be mine. You're the one for me.
Yeah.
If you love them enough to do this, surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
I can make you move, bounce to this. Get your big booty on the floor, shake it real low. Watch you pull up accounts on this. I can make you move your body, move to the left, move to the right. Bust it, grab that cash, move fast, move a little something like Nike just do it. Clap, 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 clap that ass, make you spin It's showtime. That's work. Let me see you twerk. Now let me see you move, bump that is. Turn up your car stereos, let me hear you bump that is. You know this song, get it high, so bag it up and let me see what you got. Ooh, girl, you hot. That's work. Get that money, get that money. That's work. Get that money, get that money. All you hot, make it real hot. Move that body, move that thing. That's work. That's work. Make them wanna take a lick, put it in his face. Make them wanna eat it like cake. Ooh, you back? Shake it real good. Shake it like a fuck. Shake a wood now. Twerk. That's work. Get that money. That's work. Get that money. Africa. That's work. Asia. Wood now. Twerk. Australia. That's work. Europe, now twerk. North America, that's work. South America, that's work. Worldwide, now twerk. Now let me see you do a handstand. That's work. Get that money. That's work. Get that money. That's work. That's work. That's work. That's work.
My grandfather was a case in that study. He worked as a firefighter where the Tuskegee Airmen trained. He and I were phenomenally close. The syphilis study happened for 40 years. Penicillin was found to be the most effective treatment, but the men were denied the treatment. Interestingly enough, I've had someone tell me that they were concerned about getting the vaccine because of the syphilis study. And I always, try to educate or provide some information about what happened. But then I said, you're talking about something that happened to my family. And I've taken both of my vaccines. I'm doing this for them. Health is greater than wealth, and it's really up to us to take ownership of our health and this story.
It's not just mine, it's on her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.